congrats on the win. What were your thoughts on the match?
It's a broad question. Well, I was happy with our intent. I thought, we valued the right things. Speaking about it all week, I liked our contest, liked our pressure. Thought our mids really responded against a really good midfield. I thought they responded. Were able to score from stoppage, which was nice. I thought we defended a lot better. There's still a little bit of work to do, and they challenged us in certain areas. But happy with the way we executed role. I thought we connected well across the ground. Thought our communication was up. I thought our trademark efforts were up. So it was a positive bounce back.
And to get so many goals out of your midfield, how significant is that?
I went in with an extra mid today, and got them rotating through the forward line a little bit more. We've done it spasmodically throughout the year, and we like what we see, especially with Youngie and Caleb deep. Like, they're elite at winning contests in the middle of the ground, so they win contests in the forward line. Usually results in a goal, or a shot on goal. So thought they got forward out of the midfield at the right times, and some of it was off the back of just positioning the way we wanted to position, and little lateral kicks, and good to see they finished their work off.
Andy's obviously playing this slightly new role. Were you happy with how he went today? I mean, a little bit of criticism.
With who?
External criticism. Andy Brayshaw.
Criticism of Andy?
Yeah.
From?
Just numbers have been down in this slightly new role.
Yeah, right. His role hasn't changed a lot. So
were you pleased with his game today?
Yeah, pleased with his game. Yeah, it's probably a collective disappointment last week. It was, So I thought, he played well. Thought he's back to, his elite hunt, work rate. Thought he pressured well. There's a couple of moments in the first quarter where it just looked like they were going to get out, and one in particular out of centre bounce, he was able to use his speed to chase down and get it going our way. He was very effective.
Good debutant today. He gave me a pretty hard task early on. Held himself all right, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he's a competitor. Yeah, and he would have been nervous and playing on a pretty handy forward, which is what you do when you're a key back. You don't come in and get too many easy looks in modern day footy. So, he's a competitor. Second, third efforts, we'll hold him in good stead, and he's only going to grow from it.
With Pearce, what exactly is the injury and how?
He's got a sore arm. Yeah, that's all I can give you at the moment. We haven't had an update from the doc. Clearly he was worried about it coming off. That I don't think the doc's found anything anything clear cut. So we'll just have to wait and see how it pulls up and see whether it needs a scan, and I'm unsure of the next step.
Yeah, looked pretty gruesome initially, like
Did
the
it?
way it like a bend the other way. How worried were you initially?
I didn't actually see the replay.
Right.
The game went on. I think we were more worried about his arm rather than his elbow, which is maybe a good sign, maybe not. We'll see how it goes.
Does the injury to Pearce open the door for someone like Brennan Cox to come back?
Probably not. No, it's 60 minutes of Reggie's footy. So coming off a pretty serious hamstring injury, I don't think we'll be willing to take that risk.
I guess Draper's probably the next one to come back in against Sydney of all teams as well. What sort of challenge would that present if Pearce doesn't play in that one?
Next man up. Yeah, we're a role-driven team. Seat in the boat opens up. We replace it with someone of like. Not ruling Pearcey out though. He's tough. He'll, hopefully there's no structural damage, and hopefully, get some good news.
And how's Tracy as well? Because he really hurt.
He had a dead arm. Yeah, so came back on. I don't think there's any structural damage there.
How significant has he been, just in terms of not even the goals he kicks, but just the effort, the pressure, things like that?
It was his 50th game today. And I described him as a workhorse because of those things. He just gets contest to contest. He keeps presenting offensively. His second efforts for a big man and his ability to chase are, top shelf. Then he loves the physicality of the game. And then he just keeps on, rocking up to contests. So I've admired his development because there were some things that he needed to work on in his game to be able to be that player for us, and he's worked his backside off. And you love to see guys that are purposeful with the work they do, but also just rep after rep. You love to see those guys succeed. So, he's not the finished product, but he's a pretty good product for us at the moment. It's going well.
Suns were able to, I think they finished the game on top in contested possession. Are you 16 up at half-time and probably even more than that early in the third quarter? Did it bother you that they got back in front, or is that a team that's throwing caution to the wind to try and get back into the game?
No, it bothers me. Thought the pre-clearance stuff was pretty even. It was pretty even in the second half. I've got the numbers, but I haven't really looked at them. I thought it was more the post-clearance, and for me, I need to watch it back, but there was two things. We didn't handle their long down lines that well when they sped up, which is clearly a contest. They sped up and got field position through those long down lines, and thought we lacked predictability with the ball, just probably haphazardly kicked the ball forward at times, and they're a really good defence, but they also they support their defence really well, and they were able to outnumber us at those contests. Ground ball was an issue in the second half off the back of that. So they've got a few things to work on in our game. It wasn't a complete performance today, but it was a big step forward, and really proud of the way the players responded.
Justin, what was the turnaround in that second quarter? Their midfield work was really dominant in that first term, but you guys really turned it around. What was the catalyst?
I thought it happened before second term. I thought our intent was really good early. They just held field position, and they got the repeat entries, but I thought we were able to hold up, and our intent was in the right spot. I think we, back into the first quarter, were able to get some deeper entries, which allowed us to set our defence and allow us to. I thought we got on top with our pressure, finished off the quarter really well, and then it carried on to the second quarter. Our mids were really good in that second quarter, and I think it was off the back of some trademark efforts. I mentioned Andy's chase out of centre bounce, but Pearcey had a big 50-50 ball on the outer wing. And we had some really good trademark physical efforts, which allowed us to get the game played where we want to. And I think, I think our forward line is really coming along to be able to, cash in on some of that field position.
You talk about physical efforts. Do you think Heath Chapman has anything to worry about with his sling tackle in the third term? His sling tackle in the third term, Heath Chapman?
No, I'll let the MRO sort that one out. I was more worried whether it was a free kick or not.
Your comments during the week about the stats were quite strong at public comments as well. Just curious to know how the players reacted behind closed doors and in terms of that public feedback.
You never say anything in public that I wouldn't say to the players face to face. So thought today they came out and responded, played the way we wanted to play.
And Sydney, what sort of litmus test is that?
Oh, it's a great challenge. Yeah, great challenge. They're at the top of their game. We're a team that travels well. So, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. The midfield battle in particular is a huge one. How do you think your guys will go?
They'll go well. I think they'll go well. Yeah, I mean, we haven't been beaten in midfield much this year. I think we've been pretty tough, really competitive through there. And obviously that's their strength. So, it's going to be a good battle.
Are you pleased with the balance with the extra midfielder? And will that be like a horses for courses thing going forward, or do you think that's your best look?
We've played good games with the extra forward. We've played good games with the extra mid. So we'll just, like I said at the start, I like the idea of Youngie and Caleb and these guys going forward and giving us some impact there. And I like the idea of us being a bit fresher through the midfield and sharing the load through there a little bit more. So it's going to be something that evolves, and we continue to tinker. But it was good signs today.
and Darcy with 12 clearances today. How have you seen him build in recent weeks?
Yeah, I thought it was a great tussle in there. Like, Witts is a really formidable opponent. Yeah, and Sean's progressing well. Like he's starting to get to full fitness. Still not quite there yet. Took a couple of good marks. He's still got his hands to a couple, so his work around the ground still got some work to do. But I thought he was a lot more proactive today. Maybe being a little bit reactive, finding his feet back in the game. But I thought he was more proactive. I think his physicality around stoppages really helps us. Thought his second efforts were strong. So yeah, he's taken some good steps forward and building.
And Fife seemed to spend a lot more time in attack today. Can you just talk us through
Oh, not really. Like he's been spending a bit of time there. He might have got an extra 5-10 minutes max. So he's with Youngie and Caleb. We like Fifey forward. He gives us something different. He's another one that he had a look at the goals. So we'll continue to do that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers.